The Accent has long been a stalwart of Hyundai's sizeable small car lineup, but it's never been this affordable.
That's because the Accent has had a price-driven makeover. Not that you'd know it by looking at it. Same compact body and same basic but functional interior.
But it's under here where the biggest change has taken place. Now, Hyundai's ditched the 1.6 litre engine that was in the Accent Active, which is the base model, and instead put in a 1.4 litre. It's all in the name of shaving $2,000 off the price tag. Now that repositions it as the most affordable Hyundai on the market. It's a position previously occupied by the i20, but the i20 is no longer, in Australia at least. It was decided that the new model was going to cost too much, so Hyundai went back to the drawing board, or the parts bin as the case may be, and fitted the i20's engine to the Accent body. The result is a car that sells from $14,990 plus on-road costs. Or you can get this one I'm in with a CVT automatic, the one that most people will buy, some pencil sharpening by the marketing department, and it's $15,990 drive away. Now that's pretty good for a small car with a fair bit of space in the back. On top of that, you've got a touchscreen controller, albeit pretty basic, a full complement of airbags, there's even a full-size spare tyre. No reversing camera though, and no parking sensors, and no alloy wheels, and no cruise control. Yep, the deeper you dig with the Accent Active, you realise it is all about the price. And you notice that inside too, it's more about being basic than having any sort of sparkle. From the instrument cluster to the plastics that are used, even the centre console, which doesn't have any covered storage. On the road too, it's more about being basic but honest. There's some pretty small 14-inch tyres that quickly show up their limits of adhesion. And there's a woolliness to the steering that just reminds you that this car is more about the destination than the journey. It's not about having fun on the way. But the engine is a bit of a surprise, or more specifically the CVT, or continuously variable transmission. Now it's the first Hyundai has sold in Australia, so instead of a fixed number of gear ratios, you've got an infinite number. So it basically tries to match engine revs with what your right foot is telling the car to do. So push harder, the engine revs harder. And it does make the most of pretty modest output. So this engine, it's only 74 kilowatts, not exactly a fireball. Well down on the 103 kilowatts from the 1.6 litre engine, but if you need to punt along, it does a reasonable job. Now sure, you're not going to surprise people in their Porsches, but it does an okay job of zipping around town. Hills do tend to test it out though, particularly if you want to get up them a little bit quicker, and if you're going to go chucking 5 adults in here, it will certainly slow the equation down. Throw in Hyundai's great 5-year warranty, an affordable cap price servicing scheme, and it does make for pretty tempting low-cost motoring, albeit for those not too fussed about having the latest and greatest. You see, this version of the Accent first went on sale in 2011, so it is starting to show its age a bit. But these days it's got a lot more clear air. Instead of being sandwiched between the i20 and the i30, it's now the most affordable Hyundai on the market, so it's got huge shoes to fill and big sales expectations. The problem the Accent 1.4 has is what else you can get for not much money. The Mazda 2 is a better car, albeit with a smaller back seat and a bigger price tag. The Kia Rio, it runs a similar 1.4 litre engine, it's got a nicer interior and a fresher feel. So it makes this car largely about the price tag. Thankfully, that bit is suitably low.